All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Fly and Ride here. That right there is the 2024 R1300 GS. I am taking it out for a spin for my first ride and first impressions, and I'm taking you with me. Before I do, I'm going to show you some side-by-side videos of mine next to this one. I just recorded it. Let me show you that here real quick so you can see the bikes, and then we're going to get on this bike and take it for a spin and give you my first impressions. And the question I'm going to answer in this first impression, is it worth to upgrade from my 2022 R1250 GS to this 2024 R1300 GS? We're going to answer that simply by me taking this bike for a quick spin and giving you my first impressions. Let's come over here. Look at that side profile. I mean, this whole area just looks different, nice and smooth and cleaned up. I mean, obviously this is still a beautiful bike, but you can tell some of the distinct differences right there. Let's look at it from the back. I have this off and I have the Acropovich exhaust on mine. This also has the Acropovich exhaust, but it has the mud guard there. So here from the back, this is what they both look like. Very, very similar profile. Obviously the new one, it's a bit more sleek from what it looks like. Let me show you the right side here now. This has the option 719. Mine does not have the option 719. All right, let's take this thing for a spin. All right, let's get on this bike. Okay. So right out of the gate, the difference here, there is no power button up here. It's now up here. There's a bunch of other differences on this bike. This video is not going to be a detailed review of the bike. It's literally going to be my first ride, first impressions, but I will give you some different things that I noticed here right out of the gate just real quick. First, that's the power button right there. You're going to see that very typical display here. That's your typical speedometer sort of view. This is the same thing on the GS, but let me show you one cool thing on this one that is not on my GS that I think is pretty cool. You have the option of putting a sport display on here. So if you go down here to your menu, you go to the sport, you go down, look how cool that looks. It gives you lean angle. We're going to leave it on here because I actually like this view. Of course, the other important thing that you have here is automatic windshield. Let's see how high that goes. Okay, I can still see right above it. That looks really, really good. We're going to lower it because we're not going to go on the highway. This is not a demo bike, so it's a short first impression video, but they were nice enough here. This is where I actually bought my motorcycle. Metuchen BMW, come check them out. All right, so let me give you a nice cold start. Bike feels super comfortable. The other thing this bike has is the option 719. So you can tell, you know, the mirrors are different. It's got the signals up here on the hand guards. It's got a different engine cover, different brake levers, different pegs. You know, all of that is part of this option 719, which is about a $3,000 upgrade on the bike. Of course, it's got this beautiful, beautiful green paint. Hopefully you can see that in the sun. Of course, the big difference that I'm going to test right now is the difference in power. This is a 1300, it's got more. I'll leave it down, I'll leave it on the screen how much horsepower and how much torque this has. It's also a lighter bike. It does feel more narrow here, just sort of sitting here and feeling it. In terms of the height, this one feels a little bit higher than mine, but I think it's because I have my seat on the lower position. I'm 5'10", and I can still, you can see I'm touching the ground, and I can flat-foot it if I push down a bit. All right, let's go. right, let's see how it feels. The same here in first. Oh man. All right, let's see the best way to go here. Let me go left. All right, I have it on road. Let me put it on sport mode just as a comparison. That's what I had mine on dynamic mode, I should say. Let's see how it feels. I mean, it's a very familiar feeling. Literally, it feels like I'm sitting on my bike. The clutch is coming out a little bit further than mine. All right, so I can tell you the first thing, this shifter is way smoother than my current GS. Man, it just glides through those gears. The bike just feels smoother. I mean, the engagement of the gears. See how nimble these bikes are? Easy to find neutral. All right, here we go. Adjust these mirrors here. All right, so the big point that I wanted to test here is the power delivery. And I'm going to tell you right now, very little difference, honestly. I don't notice that big difference in the 1250 to the 1300 right here, guys and gals. I don't know, maybe it's because I have a BT Moto tune on mine now and I'm so used to it. I mean, you feel a slight difference, like right there perhaps. It engages faster and it wants to take off, but man, it's really marginal. And frankly, I thought it was going to be more. That's literally my first impression here. And again, this is a very limited test. I can't take this bike very far. I'm actually going to turn it around up here and take it back. But the bike feels very nimble. I would say, look, it feels as nimble as my bike. This bike is lighter. Do I feel that difference in weight here, and does it feel more nimble? No, it really feels the same. And again, the acceleration, marginal difference. The comfort feels super comfortable, and of course I have it on Dynamic Pro. Let's turn it around here. Let me park it here real quick and just show you the bike around. Do a nice walk around here of the bike. You can hear that sound. I mean, this looks super nice. It's a nicer looking, I think, profile than my bike, just because of this smoothness here. But the rest of it, honestly, I don't see enough difference in my point of view. You can let me know down in the comments below. Obviously, I like the new light. It takes some getting used to. Look how cool the signal looks here on these handguards. All right, let's get back on the bike and let's take it back. I'm going to put the windshield up now. The clutch engagement, to me, feels like it's grabbing further up than mine. Likely taking some getting used to. So with the higher windshield position, obviously it blocks more of the wind, and it feels good. Unbelievable. Anyway, those are the kinds of things that cause accidents, obviously. People getting in front of a bike like that unexpectedly. I mean, that's just crazy. Well, I tested the brakes and they work awesome. So, not the way I wanted to test it, but it definitely worked awesome. I don't know if you can tell, it's got this little flashy thing there that it's telling you to switch the gears. I'm assuming that's what it means. I don't know, I have to check that out. So look, I will tell you, and I typically don't, share my impressions this quickly. It's a great bike. If you don't own a current GS, I mean, this is, I think, one of the best bikes ever made, if not the best bike ever made. Highly recommended. But I'm going to say this right now. It's not enough here for me to make the switch. It just isn't. Those are my thoughts. Those are my first impressions. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. All right, so I'm going to end this video right here. If you like this kind of content, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell notification so you can be reminded of future content like this one. Thanks for watching.